Welcome to today's exploration of sustainable design in permaculture. In a world where environmental concerns are more pressing than ever, permaculture offers a holistic approach to design that not only sustains, but regenerates. Join us as we delve into the principles and practices of sustainable design within the realm of permaculture. Permaculture is not just about growing food. It's about creating a harmonious and balanced way of living that supports both humans and the planet. Permaculture is rooted in a deep understanding of natural systems, and its foundation lies in observing and interacting with the environment. By carefully studying the patterns and processes of ecosystems, permaculturists gain insights into designing regenerative landscapes. For example, mimicking the layered structure of a forest, where each plant has a specific role, allows for the efficient use of space and resources. Integrating these natural patterns into design helps create self-sustaining and resilient ecosystems. Additionally, permaculture design is guided by principles such as catching and storing energy, which involves harnessing natural energy flows. This can manifest in practices like using passive solar design for buildings, maximizing sunlight exposure for plant growth, and implementing wind or water-based energy systems. By understanding and utilizing the energy available in a given environment, permaculturists reduce reliance on external sources, contributing to a more sustainable and self-sufficient way of life. Permaculture is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Rather, it is guided by a set of principles that can be adapted to different contexts. One fundamental principle is obtaining a yield, which emphasizes the importance of creating systems that provide tangible and useful outputs. For example, integrating fruit trees into a garden not only contributes to the overall biodiversity but also yields a harvest of fruits. This principle ensures that every element in a permaculture design serves multiple functions, creating a resilient and productive system. Another key principle is the use of renewable resources. Permaculturists strive to minimize their reliance on finite resources by using materials that can be sustainably sourced or regenerated. For instance, constructing raised beds using reclaimed wood or designing water harvesting systems with recycled materials showcases a commitment to minimizing environmental impact. By prioritizing renewable resources, permaculture designs contribute to a circular economy, where waste is minimized, and the ecological footprint is reduced. Water is a precious resource, and permaculture employs innovative techniques to maximize its efficiency. Rainwater harvesting is a key practice, where systems like swales are strategically designed to capture and slow the flow of rainwater across the landscape. Swales are essentially contour trenches that collect rainwater, preventing soil erosion and allowing it to percolate into the ground. In addition to swales, keyline design, a method that follows the natural contours of the land, helps distribute water evenly, optimizing its use in both flat and sloped terrains. By emphasizing these water harvesting techniques, permaculture systems minimize reliance on traditional irrigation methods and help build resilience in the face of water scarcity. Furthermore, permaculture integrates the concept of water storage into designs. This can include ponds or tanks that store rainwater during wet periods for later use during drier times. By effectively managing water resources on site, permaculture not only addresses the immediate needs of the garden but also contributes to the overall sustainability of the ecosystem. These practices showcase the efficiency and adaptability of permaculture in managing water resources, promoting a more sustainable approach to agriculture and land management. Biodiversity is a cornerstone of permaculture design, and it extends beyond planting a variety of crops. Companion planting is a technique where mutually beneficial relationships are fostered between different plant species. For example, planting nitrogen-fixing plants like legumes alongside other crops can enhance soil fertility. Additionally, certain plant combinations can act as natural pest control, where one plant may repel pests that are harmful to another. This integrated approach to planting not only supports the health of individual plants but also contributes to the overall resilience and productivity of the entire ecosystem. In permaculture, the emphasis is on creating ecosystems that mimic nature's complexity. This can involve creating guilds, which are groups of plants carefully selected to support each other. An example of this is the Three Sisters planting method used by indigenous communities, where corn, beans, and squash are interplanted. The corn provides support for the beans to climb. The beans fix nitrogen in the soil, and the squash provides ground cover, preventing weed growth and preserving soil moisture. Such thoughtful combinations illustrate how permaculture principles go beyond monoculture and foster diverse, interconnected ecosystems that benefit both plants and the environment. Permaculture sees waste as a valuable resource rather than a problem to be discarded. Composting is a fundamental practice, where organic waste, such as kitchen scraps and garden trimmings, is transformed into nutrient-rich compost. This compost, in turn, is used to enhance soil fertility, closing the nutrient cycle within the system. Additionally, permaculturists employ techniques like chop and drop, where pruned plant material is left on the ground to decompose, providing a natural mulch that retains soil moisture and suppresses weeds. Beyond composting, permaculture encourages the reuse and recycling of materials. For instance, using reclaimed or salvaged materials in construction projects aligns with the permaculture principle of minimizing waste. This approach not only reduces the demand for new resources but also showcases a commitment to sustainability in all aspects of design. By turning waste into a resource and adopting a zero-waste mindset, permaculture designs contribute to a more circular and regenerative economy. Permaculture extends beyond the garden gates and emphasizes community and social sustainability. Community gardens are a tangible example, where individuals come together to cultivate shared spaces, fostering a sense of belonging and cooperation. These communal efforts not only produce food but also create spaces for knowledge exchange, skill sharing, and social interaction, promoting a sustainable and resilient community. Moreover, permaculture principles can be applied to community planning and design. Shared spaces, such as parks and gathering areas, can be designed using permaculture principles to maximize functionality, beauty, and ecological benefits. By involving the community in the design process, permaculture creates spaces that meet the needs of the people while promoting a sense of ownership and responsibility. This holistic approach to community and social sustainability showcases the versatility of permaculture as a design system that goes beyond the individual plot to create thriving, interconnected communities. As we wrap up our exploration of sustainable design in permaculture, it's clear that this approach goes beyond gardening. It's a philosophy that can transform the way we interact with our environment. We've seen how permaculture principles, from observing natural patterns to maximizing water efficiency, contribute to creating resilient and regenerative systems. By embracing biodiversity, companion planting, and waste reduction, permaculture not only sustains but thrives. It's a holistic approach that extends into our communities, promoting social sustainability and a sense of interconnectedness. Now, the call to action is yours. Consider incorporating permaculture principles into your own life. Whether you have a small backyard, a community garden, or even a balcony, there are ways to apply these principles and contribute to a more sustainable future. Share this video with others who might be inspired to make a positive change. Together, we can cultivate a world where our designs not only meet our needs but also nurture the planet we call home.